Good evening once again. As the flames go up, the sun comes down, and we greet the night with our cheerful sound.
From the north, from the south, from the east, from the west, may good scouting come to you always.
Scouts of North Yorkshire, we declare this campfire open! Woo! So yeah, as you might have been wondering why we're here again. We managed to miss the first half of the campfire with our sound not working, so we decided to record it and bring it to you separately. So yes, I'm Robert, and this is Sam. So Sam, where were we going to start? Where did we start before we were rudely interrupted by the sound not working?
We were going to start with campfires burning.
We were going to start with campfires burning. So let's start again with campfires burning. How does it go?
I think it starts with campfires burning,
campfires burning, draw nearer, in the glowing, come sing and be merry. Fantastic. Now, what we normally do at this point, we normally split our audience into half, and we do it in canon with a pair of us. But as we can't see you, we need to split you up at home somehow. How should we do that?
Glasses, not glasses?
Yeah, if you're wearing glasses, then sing with me. If you're not wearing glasses, then sing with Sam. So, my team are going to start with campfires burning, draw nearer, in the glowing, come sing and be merry. Campfires burning, draw nearer, in the glowing, come sing and be merry.
Come sing and be merry.
Marvellous. Well, that was a lot better, wasn't it, with the sound? Well, we hope. So, what were we going to do next, Sam? What is our next song?
Was it Ginganguli next?
Was it Ginganguli? I think it was Ginganguli. So, how does that one go?
I think it starts with
something like this,
doesn't it?
Ginganguli, guli, watch a Gingangoo, guli, watch a Gingangoo. Hayla, Shayla, hoo. Hayla, Shayla, hoo. Shallywally, marvellous. Right, shall we do it again and split into our glasses and not glasses teams?
I think we should.
So, my team, we're all going to sing through it once together, and then my team, we're going to carry on the umpas, and then Sam's team are going to carry on starting from the beginning again, alright? So, Gingang, guli, watch a Gingangoo, guli, watch a Gingangoo. Hayla, Shayla, hoo. Hayla, Shayla, hoo. Shallywally, umpa.
Ginganguli, watch a Gingangoo, guli, watch a Gingangoo. Hayla, Shayla, hoo.
Right, my team. And now, Gingang, guli, watch a Gingangoo, guli, watch a Gingangoo. Hayla, Shayla, hoo. Hayla, Shayla, hoo. Shallywally, umpa. There we go, very nicely done. Right, so that's got you well warmed up, although I suppose you already warmed up from the second half. Now we're doing the first half. But nevertheless, we're going to carry on with the song anyway. But if you're sitting down at home watching this, you're going to have to stand up now because this is an action song. Now we're lucky tonight that it's not raining. It was raining a bit earlier this evening. But if it was raining, what would we be doing?
I think we'd be singing, Robert.
We would be singing in the rain, though, wouldn't we? So, what should we sing now? We should sing Singing in the Rain. Yeah. So, it's very simple if you don't know it. The chorus just goes a bit like this. We're singing in the rain, just singing in the rain. What a glorious feeling. I'm happy again. And then all you have to do is I'm going to shout some actions at you, and you have to repeat what I say and do what I say. All right. So do what Sam does basically, and copy what I do.
Don't do what I do. I'll get it wrong.
Oh right, okay. But repeat what I do. So let's sing it again, and then go into the actions. We're singing in the rain, just singing in the rain. What a glorious feeling! I'm happy again. Thumbs up, elbows back, a choo-chee-cha, a choo-chee-cha, a choo-chee-cha-cha. A choo-chee-cha, a choo-chee-cha, a choo-chee-cha-cha. We're singing in the rain, just singing in the rain. What a glorious feeling! I'm happy again. Thumbs up, elbows back, toes together, knees bent, a choo-chee-cha, a choo-chee-cha, a choo-chee-cha-cha. A choo-chee-cha, a choo-chee-cha, a choo-chee-cha-cha. We're singing in the rain, just singing in the rain. What a glorious feeling! I'm happy again. Thumbs up, elbows back, toes together, knees bent, bums out, chest out, a choo-chee-cha, a choo-chee-cha, a choo-chee-cha-cha. A choo-chee-cha, a choo-chee-cha, a choo-chee-cha-cha. We're singing in the rain, just singing in the rain. What a glorious feeling! I'm happy again. Thumbs up, elbows back, toes together, knees bent, bums out, chest out, head back, a choo-chee-cha, a choo-chee-cha, a choo-chee-cha-cha. A choo-chee-cha, a choo-chee-cha, a choo-chee-cha-cha. We're singing in the rain. Have a banana, just singing in the rain. Have another one. What a glorious feeling! I'm happy again. Thumbs up, elbows back, toes together, knees bent, bums out, chest out, head back, tongue out, We're singing in the rain. Have a banana, just singing in the rain. What a glorious feeling! I'm happy again. Thumbs up, elbows back, toes together, knees bent, bums out, chest out, head back, tongue out, and moving about. Well, give yourselves a round of applause, and you can sit down. And I think we're a bit tired by that, so I think we might sit down for this next one as well. Oh, lovely. Sam, put some more wood on the fire, would you?
Oh,
thank you very much.
Sit down, why don't you?
Yeah, well, I'm lazy, am I? So what we're gonna do now is we're gonna give our voices a rest, give your voices a rest, and we're just gonna tell you a poem. It's a poem that an old scout leader of mine used to say in his broad Yorkshire accent, which we're gonna try and imitate. That leader of ours is I think he was about 110 last week, so he's not really able to be with us and doing this. But we're going to do it in his stead. It's called Albert, the Lion and Albert. It's about a little boy called Albert who goes to the zoo in Blackpool with his parents one fine bank holiday. And it goes a little bit like this. There's a famous seaside place called Blackpool that's noted for fresh air and fun. And Mr. and Mrs. Ramsbottom went there with Albert, their son.
A grand little lad was young Albert, all dressed in his best, quite a swell, with a stick for the horse's head handle, the finest that Woolworths could sell.
Oh, we normally need to say at this point for the younger people in the audience, Woolworths is a shop that used to exist until about 10 or 12 years ago. It went bust. What did it sell? Just, well, sticks with horses' head handles and
was in
all sorts of things. And pick and mixes, that was the best bit. Where were we? They didn't think much of the ocean. The waves, they was fiddling and small. There were no wrecks, and nobody drowned. In fact, nothing to laugh at all.
So seeking for further amusement, they paid and went into the zoo, where there'd lions and tigers and camels, and old ale and sandwiches too.
There were one great big lion called Wallace. His nose were all covered with scars. He lay in a somnolent posture, with the side of his face on the bars.
Now Albert had heard about lions, how they was ferocious and wild. To see Wallace lying so peaceful, well, it didn't seem right to the child.
So straight away the brave little fella, not showing a morsel of fear, took his stick with its horse's head handle and poked it in Wallace's ear.
You could see that the lion didn't like it, but giving a kind of a roll, he pulled Albert inside the cage with him and swallowed the little lad whole.
The Pa, who had seen the occurrence and didn't know what to do next, said, "Mother, yon lion's at Albert." And Mother said, "Well, I am vexed."
Then Mr. and Mrs. Van Bottom, quite rightly when all's said and done, complained to the animal keeper that the lion had eaten their son.
The keeper was quite nice about it. He said, "Oh, what a nasty mishap. Are you sure it's your boy he's eaten?" Pa said, "I'm not sure. There's his cap."
The manager had to be sent for. He came and he said, "What's to do?" Pa said, "Your lion's ate Albert, and in his Sunday clothes too."
Then Mother said, "Right, young fella. I think it's a shame and a sin for a lion to go and eat Albert, and after we'd paid to come in."
The manager wanted no trouble. He took out his purse straight away, saying, "How much to settle the matter?" And Pa said, "What do you usually pay?"
But Mother had turned a bit awkward. When she thought where Albert had gone, she said, "No, someone's got to be summoned." So that was decided upon.
Then off they went to the police station, in front of the magistrate chap. They told him what happened to Albert, and proved it by showing his cap.
The magistrate gave his opinion that no one was really to blame, and he said he hoped the Ramsbottoms would have many more sons to their name.
At that, Mother got proper blazing. "And thank you so kindly," said she. "What, waste all our lives raising children? To feed bloody lions? Not me."
And there we go. David Day would be proud of us, wouldn't he?
He would indeed.
Marvellous.
120 today, isn't he?
120 today. Well, happy birthday, David Day. So, shall we finish off this first half, first half of the campfire with one final thing? Shall we get you all up on your feet again at home? Shall we do which one is it? What's it called? I had it on my list.
Don't
It's
ask me.
called
This is the point. I was.
Hi, my name is Joe. So we all say this together. It goes a bit like this. Hi, my name is Joe, and I work in a button factory. I've got a wife and 3 kids, and one day my boss said to me, he said, "Joe," I said, "Yes." He said, "You're busy." I said, "No." So he said, "Turn this button with your right hand." You've got to do the actions with us, so turn that button with your right hand. And we start again. Hi, my name is Joe, and I work in a button factory. I've got a wife and 3 kids, and one day my boss said to me, he said, "Joe." I said, "Yes." He said, "You're busy." I said, "No." He said, "Turn this button with your left hand." Hi, my name is Joe, and I work in a button factory. I've got a wife and 3 kids, and one day my boss said to me, he said, "Joe." I said, "Yes." He said, "You're busy." I said, "No." He said, "Turn this button with your right foot." Hi, my name is Joe, and I work in a button factory. I've got a wife and 3 kids, and one day my boss said to me, he said, "Joe." I said, "Yes." He said, "You're busy." I said, "No." He said, "Turn this button with your left foot." Hi, my name is Joe, and I work in a button factory. I've got a wife and 3 kids, and one day my boss said to me, he said, "You Joe?" I said, "Yes." He said, "You're busy." I said, "No." He said, "Turn this button with your head." Hi, my name is Joe. Oh dear, I work in a button factory. I got a wife and 3 kids, and one day my boss said to me, he said, "Joe?" I said, "Yes." He said, "You're busy." I said, "No." So he said, "Turn this button with your tongue." Hi, my name is Joe. Now I work in the button factory. I got a wife and 3 kids, and one day my boss said to me, he said, "Go." I said, "Yes." He said, "You're busy." I said, "Go." No, I said yes. I said yes. That's quite enough of it. Oh dear.
Oh, you're trying to cut?
Yeah, well, no. Right. Wonderful. So, that was our intended programme. I hope you enjoyed our first half, second time round. So, and once again, we hope you've enjoyed today's sunrise to sunset day from North Yorkshire County.
Yes. Thank you all again. Thank you to all of the leaders and everyone backstage who's put this amazing day together. It has been a very, very long day for some of them. thank you again, and hopefully
Thank you all.
you've enjoyed the campfire.
See you later. Have a good week. Bye now. Well, that was all right.
Okay,
Oh, we're back! Oh, we're back!
We're back, and apparently the sound's working now.
Can you hear us this time? Oh, yeah, I think you can. Well, hopefully you can. Right, well, I'm really sorry about that. We've got 10 minutes left, so we're just going to crack on from where we left off. If you didn't hear, though, in the first place, I'm Robert, and he's Sam. So, right, where were we? We just done 4 things that you couldn't hear. And now we're going to do a song that's been requested by an old friend of mine. It's a song that we're going to teach you the chorus to, and we're all going to join in with the chorus, aren't we? And then I'm going to sing the verses to you. So the chorus goes a bit like this. It goes, fling it here, fling it there. If you're all standing by, then you'll all get your share. All right, do you think you can do that at home? It goes, fling it here, fling it there. If you're all standing by, then you'll all get your share. Way down on our farm, we are right up to date. Farm mechanisation's the byword of late. For every job, we've a gadget to match. But our old muck spreader's the best of the batch. Fling it here, fling it there. If you're all standing by, then you'll all get your share. Now Benny Hingley brought back a load of liquid manure from the farm down the road. He hummed to himself as he drove up the street, and the load also hummed in the afternoon heat. Fling it here, fling it there. If you're all standing by, then you'll all get your share. What's the next verse? Now this muck spreader had a mechanical fault. One bump in the road turned it on with a jolt of liquid manure, a jet it let fly, without fear or favour on all who pass by. Fling it here, fling it there. If you're all standing by, then you'll all get your share. The dogs and the cats stank to high kingdom come. The kiddies browned off, ran screaming to mum. The trail of sheer havoc were terribly grim. One open top car was filled right to the brim. Fling it here, fling it there. If you're all standing by, then you'll all get your share. The vicarage windows were all open wide. When a generous helping descended inside, the vicar at table intoned, "Let us spray," when manure from heaven came flying his way. Fling it here, fling it there. If you're all standing by, then you'll all get your share. In garden, Miss Pringle was quite scandalised. "Good gracious," she cried, "I've been fertilised." The Methodist minister's teetotal wife was plastered for the very first time in her life. Fling it here, fling it there. If you're all standing by, then you'll all get your share. And all of this time Benny trundled along, quite unaware there was anything wrong, till a figure of woe stopped him. Oh, what a sight! A policeman all covered in, yes, you've got it right. Fling it here, fling it there. If you're all standing by, then you'll all get your share. Wonderful, well done for you all singing that hymn. So you can all sit down now, and what we're going to do next? Oh yes, I'm going to tell you a story. It's a story about an old friend of mine. A friend of mine called Pfeffel. Now, Pfeffel is a caterpillar, and Pfeffel is my friend. But the last time I saw Pfeffel, he was this big. I said he was this big. And I said, "Pfeffel, what have you been doing?" And Pfeffel said, "I've eaten a whole cabbage leaf." And I said, "Pfeffel, you naughty, naughty boy." And that time I saw Pfeffel, he was this big.
How big?
I said he was this big.
How big?
And I said, "Pfeffel, what have you been doing?" And Pfeffel said, "I've eaten a whole cabbage." And I said, "Pfeffel, you naughty, naughty boy." And that time I saw Pfeffel, he was from here to here.
How big?
I said he was from here to here.
How big?
And I said, "Pfeffel, what have you been doing?" And Pfeffel said, "I've eaten a whole row full of cabbages." And I said, "Pfeffel, you naughty, naughty boy." The next time I saw Pfeffel, he was from here to here.
How big?
Oh dear. I said you were from here to here. And I said, Cecil, what have you been doing? And Cecil said, I've eaten a whole patch of cabbages. And I said, Cecil, you naughty, naughty boy. And the next time I saw Cecil, he was from here to here.
How big?
You listened the first time. I said you went from here to here. And I said, oh, I'm not fit enough for that. I said, Cecil, what have you been doing? And Cecil said, I've eaten a whole field of cabbages. And I said, Cecil, you naughty, naughty boy. You naughty, naughty boy. And that time I saw Cecil. He was from here.
How big?
What?
How big?
Oh, I said he went from here. Oh dear. And I said, Cecil, my boy. Cecil, what have you been doing? And Cecil said, I've eaten a whole world full of cabbages. And I said, Cecil, you naughty, naughty boy. And the next time I saw Cecil, he was this big.
How big?
I said he was this big.
How big?
And I said, Cecil, what have you been doing? And Cecil said, I've been sick. Oh, dear me, Cecil. There we are, and that's what happened to Cecil. So we have one more song to bring to you this evening. But before we do that, we're just going to say a few words. A big thank you to every leader who's been involved with today's event, Sunrise to Sunset. I understand there's been over 60 activities and live streams from all over the county. Loads and loads of leaders and network and explorers and young leaders and everyone involved. And I think it would just be nice if we gave everyone who's been involved with today's event a big round of applause from everyone at home in North Yorkshire. But to finish off our campfire, we're going to bring you one final song, which I hope you will know. And I hope you'll be able to hear it as well. It's called Oh, You'll Never Get to Heaven. So we'll teach you the chorus. It goes a bit like this. I ain't gonna grieve, my Lord, I ain't gonna grieve, my Lord, I ain't gonna grieve, my Lord no more. So you'll all have to sing that at home, and when we're both singing, you should sing as well. All right. So, oh, you'll never get to heaven.
Oh, you'll never go to heaven.
In a bottle of gin.
In a bottle of gin.
Because the Lord won't let.
Because the Lord won't let.
No spirits in.
No spirits in.
Oh, you'll never get to heaven in a bottle of gin. Because the Lord won't let no spirits in. I ain't gonna grieve, my Lord no more. I ain't gonna grieve, my Lord. I ain't gonna grieve, my Lord. I ain't gonna grieve, my Lord no more.
Oh, you'll never go to heaven.
Oh, you'll never get to heaven.
On roller skates.
On roller skates.
Because you'll roll right by.
Because you'll roll right by.
Those pearly gates.
Those pearly gates. Oh, you never get to heaven on roller skates. Because you roll right by those pearly gates. I ain't gonna grieve, my Lord no more. I ain't gonna grieve, my Lord. I ain't gonna grieve, my Lord. I ain't gonna grieve, my Lord no more. Oh, you'll never get to heaven.
Oh, you'll never go to heaven.
In a jumbo jet.
In a jumbo jet.
Because the Lord ain't got.
Because the Lord ain't got.
No runways yet.
No runways yet.
Oh, you'll never get to heaven in a jumbo jet. Because the Lord ain't got no runways yet. I ain't gonna grieve, my Lord no more. I ain't gonna grieve, my Lord. I ain't gonna grieve, my Lord. I ain't gonna grieve, my Lord no more.
Oh, you'll never go to heaven.
Oh, you'll never get to heaven.
In a baked bean tin.
In a baked bean tin.
Because the baked bean tin.
Because a baked bean tin's
got baked beans in.
It's got baked beans in. No, you'll never get to heaven in a baked bean tin. Because a baked bean tin's got baked beans in. I ain't gonna grieve, my lord, no more. I ain't gonna grieve,
My lord,
I ain't gonna grieve,
my lord,
I ain't gonna grieve, my lord, no more. If you get there before I do, then dig a hole
then dig a hole
and pull me through.
and pull me through.
If you get there before I do, then dig a hole and pull me through. I ain't gonna grieve, my lord, no more. I ain't gonna grieve, I ain't gonna worry, I ain't gonna leave this world in a hurry. I ain't gonna grieve, my lord, no more.
If I get there before you do, I'll dig a hole and spit on you.
And spit on you. If I get there before you do, I'll dig a hole and spit on you. I ain't gonna grieve, my lord, no more. I ain't gonna grieve, I ain't gonna worry, I ain't gonna leave this world in a hurry. I ain't gonna grieve, no siree, my lord, no more. Well, that is all. St. Peter said. He shut the book. And went to bed. Well, that is all. St. Peter said. He shut the book and went to bed. I ain't gonna grieve, my lord, no more. I ain't gonna grieve, my lord, I ain't gonna grieve, my lord, I ain't gonna grieve, no siree, my lord, no more. Yeah. Right, should we just finish off then?
I think we should.
On the back.
On the back. On that?
That one, yeah.
We're ready.
All right.
Ready. As the flames point upward, so be our aims. As the red logs glow, so be our endeavours. As the grey ash fades, so be our errors. As the good fire warms the circle, so may our ideals warm the world.
Scouts of the world, where'er you be, God shed his blessed light on thee, and crown thy good with brotherhood, from sea to shining sea. I hope you've all had a good day. Yours in scouting from us. See you later. Bye now.
Brilliant job, chaps. Well done. Right, everybody, just hold there. I need to just switch over to the Zoom meeting with Mark and his special guests. So if you just bear with us for a few seconds while I do that switch, and just stay tuned.
Who is
Mark, just hang on a second. It's not coming through yet.
Okay. Third time lucky.
Okay. Right. Go.
Right, you've muted yourself.
Yeah. Okay, should be good now.
Right. Okay. Hopefully you can now hear me. We've had 2 false starts, but here we are for our final session of the day. And here I am with our special mystery guest that I've been trailing all day, and it's Tim Kidd.
Hello.
Hiya, Tim. Thank you for coming to join us at the end of a very long day and an exciting day from which lots of us have had some fantastic experiences together and sharing things. So, Tim's going to talk to us in a little minute, but I'm hopefully going to share some highlights of the day. So, during the day, I've been collecting photos that you've all been sending in, and I've created, hopefully, a PowerPoint. And if this all works, I should be able to share my screen. There we go, sharing the screen. No, that's not. Hang on. Bear with, as they say. Right, slideshow. Play from start. Hang on. Sorry. PowerPoint's not coming through. Sharing the screen. I don't know why the PowerPoint won't share. This is beautiful technology for you. Slideshow should be open on my screen, which it is. Now, if I share screen, should give me. No. Take that not there, and I'll try that. Okay, Slideshow. No, it's not coming up on my screen. That's very helpful. Joe, have you got any ideas? Sorry, folks. This is called live broadcasting for you.
Unfortunately not, no.
I mean, it's open on my screen.
I presume you've clicked on share screen.
Yeah. Right. What I'm going to do is I'm going to start it off. Right. Could you hear anything then?
Yeah.
Yes, we heard some music.
Yeah, heard the music.
Oh, that's something happening.
We've got a screen now, but it's white. Oh, it's gone again.
No, it's just Right, folks, this isn't going to work for some reason, which is great. What I'll do is I'll post the PowerPoint to the Facebook page, and hopefully you'll be able to see it there in due course. But there's some lovely pictures. We've had some great things happening all throughout the day. We've had making rope with nettles. We've had people making Swiss cheesecake, all sorts of things. So that's where we are. Tim, if you want to have a little chat with people, I will try and still work on this PowerPoint, and we'll give it another couple of minutes to see if I can do it. But over to you, Tim.
Hello, everybody. Hi, I'm Tim Kidd. I'm UK Chief Commissioner. So really pleased to be invited to come along and share the end of your long day with you. I understand some of you have been up since 4 o'clock this morning, checking to see if the morning had started all of its own accord or not. So I hope you enjoyed that. I hope you've all enjoyed today doing whatever it is that you've done, any of these challenges and chats and so on that have been going on throughout the day. I think it's just worth taking a few seconds to sort of reflect on this, really, and think about what it is that we're all doing in this together. So as scouts, we make a promise, and we promise to do our best, and we promise to help other people. And I think we're showing that in spades across the country. Scouts have done some brilliant stuff over the last few months. We've had the hike to the moon, which I hope some of you joined in with. We're doing our caring for care homes at the moment, which is looking really good. Some stuff for care homes to help them feel not quite so lonely. We've had our 3 for 3 campaign, where young people have been sharing hints and tips on social media on how to look after their mental health. It's been absolutely brilliant. I'd like to say thank you to all of our volunteers, whether you've been involved in running things today in North Yorkshire, or whether you've been doing stuff with your group over the last few months, whatever it is that you do to help us in scouting, thank you so much. It really is important right now. And thank you also to all of the Beaver Scouts and the Cub Scouts, the Scouts, the Explorer Scouts, Scout Network members for joining in and taking part and doing things. And you've just finished a campfire, and I hope you enjoyed that as well. One of the things that I think we're really good at in scouting is huge inventiveness. It's always making the best of every situation and seeing what we can do to enjoy ourselves and to move scouting forward. And that's really important right now. We shouldn't be mourning the past and how things were. We should be grabbing the opportunities that we have today and doing the best we can with them. And that might not mean that we're all online all the time. It might mean that we're doing different things in scouting. But the key thing is that we're all remembering our promise and that we're doing our best, and along the way we're helping other people. So however you do that in your scouting, thank you very much. Think about what you might do tomorrow to help someone else in your own household. That might be a surprise making a breakfast in bed for the rest of your household. How about that? That's a really good idea. Good idea if you're a Beaver Scout or a Cub, probably a horrendous idea if you're a parent or a carer. But, you know, these things have a balance overall. So thank you all so much for what you're doing, and think about the future. Keep thinking about how our future will be and how we continue to reach out to one another and be true friends in scouting across the gap. We're currently digital, But that's okay, and that's good. And I hope you've managed to meet up with some friends and say hello along the way and have a bit of fun. So, final thing for me to say is to thank North Yorkshire Scouts, the county team, and Mark, your county commissioner, for everything that they're doing to make sure that Scouting continues. When it boils down to it, how we do things and how we enjoy things is down to us inside ourselves, how we take the opportunities and act as a Scout. We talk about making and living our Scout promise. And now is a really important time, vital time, for us to be living our Scout promise, to help other people, to do our best, to enjoy ourselves along the way and have some fun. So I hope you've enjoyed your long day today, the longest day of the year. From those of you who are up first thing, helping to see the morning in, to those who are with us now, the hardy stalwarts who are still clinging on towards the end of the day. Have a really great week ahead, and thank you so much, North Yorkshire Scouts, for all that they're doing. I'll hand you now back to Mark.
Thank you, Tim. That's really kind of you. And thank you for giving up your time this evening to come and join us. Right, I'm going to try one last go at this. I don't know whether it's right. People have been sending me Facebook messages telling me what I need to do. I am doing everything that you're telling me to do. So that is open. And I share my screen, please. And it's not on the screen to share. So, no, I'm afraid, folks, I've let you down. It's not going to happen. I think you can hear the music, but I can't find the way. No, folks, I'm afraid there is no PowerPoint picture. I'm really sorry. But just to say, thank you very much, everyone, for joining us. Look out on Facebook. There's loads of pictures being shared on there and on the website. And I wish you all, well, not a safe journey home from our day's event, because we don't need to do that, but a safe journey back upstairs to bed, all you little ones. And hopefully we will see you online very soon in your district. And thank you, everyone. Keep well and keep safe. And thank you very much.